What's up, y'all? It's your girl Debbie O, and you have tuned into the Debbie O Show. Now, I know, it's been a minute since I've seen y'all and since you've seen me. I've recorded like countless videos, numerous videos, but for whatever reason, I just couldn't upload it. I'm back. With that being said, I have decided to try something new on this channel, and I want to call this segment Closet Conversations. Closet Conversations are basically going to be my take on all things style and fashion, current fashion shows, fashion weeks, styles, designs, current fashion trends. We're going to talk about it all here. And I want it to be a conversation. So in the comment section down below, leave your comments, leave your ideas, leave your suggestions, leave your opinions. Keep it respectful, keep it cute. But leave your comments and your ideas in the comment section down below because I want to keep engagement with y'all. I want to hear y'all opinion and y'all thoughts on whatever the subject is at hand. For today's closet conversation, we will be talking about Style Week Season 17. Style Week Northeast is New England's premier fashion week, and it has been in rotation for 17 seasons. 17 seasons. That is a decade of work here in New England. Let's talk about it. So this Style Week, I had the opportunity of attending all 3 nights. It is a 3-night event. It took place on September 19th, 20th, and 21st at the Rhode Island Convention Center. And first of all, let's talk about the new event space, shall we? The old event space was dope. It was really nice. It was very well laid out. Like for the space that they had, they really maximized every single inch of that space, and it was beautiful, flawless execution. However, when I entered that event space, I said, wow, it was so dope. First of all, every night starts off with a cocktail and accessory show hour. Vendors, different designers, partners, what have you, all show up and they showcase their pieces, whatever it is that they have to offer as a business. That's the place where they showcase it. There's also a bar, high top tables, mixing and mingling. They had the VIP section. I was like, okay, vibes. They had the nice dim lighting, very intimate kind of setting, so you can really mix and mingle with fellow designers or fellow fashion lovers or just people from the community. Literally, Style Week just brings all of that together. Now, I'm going to try to keep this review very brief. So I did bring some notes to keep me on track. Okay, so here we go. Thursday night was opening night. The first night, they actually had what they call the Seed Student Challenge, which featured students from Mass Art, located in Boston, Massachusetts. Shout out to y'all, located right across the street from my alma mater, MCPHS University. Woo woo. They had students Brick Chapman, Teresa Shee, Shirley Innocente, Hang Fu, oh, God help me, I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, Hanfu Zhao, Edna Cherry, Matthew Knight, and Jacqueline Moniz. These students put in work. They put in effort. They put in time. You can just tell from every single piece that they displayed that they really took their time to create these pieces. I was thoroughly impressed with each and every one of them. They had the judges' critique based on style, design, use of material, creativity, so on and so forth. The winner of the, I think it's $1,000 prize, maybe $10,000. I can't remember. It was some shmoney. Brick Chapman. Now, when I tell you, Miss Brick, when I saw the piece coming down the runway, I was like, is that a bumper? Like legit, a car's like either front or rear bumper. Some part of the car was coming down the runway. I never aspired it. Honestly, I would hate to have been a judge because I was looking at every piece and I was like, is that bubble tape? Are those trash bags? I just love seeing people really exercise their creativity in ways that are like truly unimaginable. So shout out to you, Miss Brick Chapman, and congratulations. Moving along, next up on the runway was Gina Ursulini. She's actually a recent graduate of LaSalle College. I wrote down in my notes, I'm every woman. That's what the vibe she was giving me. Her pieces are accessible and wearable by every woman, every shape, every size, every height, every like everything, because she had models of all different colors, shapes, sizes, and I absolutely loved that. Also, she was giving me summertime vibes. If like a church girl's talking about she's having a hot girl summer, not risque, but still, oh, I see you, but not in a way that's provocative or anything. So I really like that. That's more so my vibe. Next up was T. Ariane, designed by Tatiana Ariane. It gave me very much so like ready to wear fashion, kind of like your everyday girl kind of look. Kind of gave me like an Ann Taylor Loft kind of vibe. She had kind of like mommy and me kind of look. When she came down the runway, she had the two little girls that were models with her during the finale, and I was like, are those her daughters? I couldn't tell. One of them looked kind of like her, so maybe they were her kids, but either way, I loved it. Next, to close the night, was Michaela Frick. She gave me Kanye West meets The Office. Not the TV show, but like The Office, like an actual office workplace. The blazer kind of looks. She had like those nude khaki tones, but also she had like the pleats, the drawstrings, the colors, lots of ruffles, lots of pleats. It took your office chic look to a different level. So that was the end of the opening night. The next day was the second day of showcasing. The first show was put on by Angelica Timas. When I tell you representation matters, Angelica Timas knows all about that. You could tell she strategically selected her models to represent what her line is about. She is a, I believe, Cape Verdean designer. Her looks are just so chic, so honestly, so me. I felt like I could see myself in every single one of her pieces, every single one of them. And honestly, her pieces have been featured in Vogue UK, Glamour UK. She is doing it. She is doing it major on a local and international level. So if you have not heard of Miss Angelica Timas, you better get familiar. Moving along, Carissa Lynn Designs was up next down the runway, and she gave me lots of lace, like of that 70s show kind of vibe. A little bit like of a modern take. Carissa, if you're listening, that fur coat is everything. Honestly, I was looking at the model that was wearing that, and I was like, if that gets too heavy for you, I could hold it. You might not see me for the rest of the night, but I can hold that coat for you. Ariana Nicola Designs presented a little live accessory show during the intermission between the first and second half. Next on the runway was Chris Rogers. Now, the story behind Chris Rogers' line, his line was dedicated to the homosexual men who were executed during the Holocaust. And something that I didn't know, a pink triangle identify them as homosexual. What Chris Rogers did in his line, you could see it in a lot of his pieces, that like triangle feature. It was truly a dedication to those men who died. What I love most about his line is it is so gender fluid. Everything was modeled by male models, but quite frankly, I could see a woman wearing any one of those pieces as well. I just love how he incorporated that story and used that story, used something that was so hateful, so negative, so evil and just horrible, and used it to create something so masterful and beautiful. Friday night closed out with the finale presented by DeVinto Designs. DeVinto gave me a lot of pleats, lots of dark vintage, kind of like a gothic theme. I definitely loved the flowers, and that finale with that model. I don't know who you are, girl, but the whole time I was holding my camera, I wanted to just be like, the way she just was, take notes. Just take notes.